It should be better now. Thanks, Ty. Thanks, Ty. Yeah, the microphone was off. Thank you, Ty, for the message, the disclaimer there. I just opened with saying, "One, two, Freddy's coming for you and for me." 1984, the original Nightmare on Elm Street watch along tonight, Spooktober, October 25th, 2024. We are 6 days away from Halloween. And what better way to spend this Friday night watching the OG Nightmare on Elm Street? I was going to say Friday the 13th because that's what's playing on AMC Fear Fest right now. But it's Jason's buddy, compadre, Freddy Krueger. And thank you, Ty. Appreciate you letting me know about the muted mic. How's it going, Ty? And how's it going, everybody else? Hopefully the video's coming in clear. And the audio should be okay, right? And I'm excited to watch this movie. It's going to be good. We are, yeah, like I said, October 25th. We are 6 days away from Halloween. And I feel like we got to get some classic movies in the watch-alongs, like Nightmare on Elm Street, like Poltergeist. Potentially tomorrow night we could watch Poltergeist. I'm doing some traveling, so I think we could still pull it off tomorrow night. But I'm just traveling, and it takes time to travel, and it takes a lot of planning. So I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row. Then I'll post the schedule for tomorrow night, probably tomorrow morning. And it's looking like Poltergeist because Poltergeist won the poll, right? Out of the Poltergeist movies. Yeah. I'm just gonna turn down the music. Hopefully you guys could hear me and see me okay, and hopefully you have a Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 ready on your device, because like I said in the pinned message in the chat there, I can't show the actual movie on this YouTube stream because that would be a DCMA, a DMCA. I always get the letters confused, but a Digital Media Copyright Act. It's against the YouTube TOS, terms and conditions, to play a copyrighted movie like that on your YouTube stream. So basically, in layman terms, you have to find the movie on your own device, whether it's Netflix, Prime, Hulu, etc., online, VHS, DVD, wherever you could get the movie. You find it, then we synchronize how to start the movie together. You know what I mean? Eventually, I'm gonna do a countdown from 10, and then you see that follow along clock. Let me make sure I'm pointing the right way. The follow along clock right over there. You see the follow along clock right over there? It's all zeros right now. But eventually I'm going to do a countdown from 10. And then I'm going to be like 3, 2, 1. Everybody click play now. You're going to click play. I'm going to click play. Then that follow along clock right there is going to start counting up. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And the follow along clock is going to be the same as the movie clock. So if we ever get lost, if anybody joins the chat, the video late, they could synchronize their movie time with the follow along clock, basically, if that makes sense. Just gonna make sure it's showing properly. There we go. Should be okay. Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? Ty, you doing all right? You watching any horror movies? I don't know if anybody still has cable in the chat, but like I've been spending time in hotels, and they have cable and satellite dishes and stuff like that. And they have the AMC Fear Fest playing like around the clock. So today they were actually playing Freddy versus Jason from 2003. I think they were playing that around like 6 p.m. And now they're playing like all the Friday 13th movies, so I think they're on part 2 right now. But the AMC Fear Fest, like, I feel like that's been happening like since the mid 2000s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it has been, right? Like the channel AMC on cable, satellite, however you get it. Um, I think the Fear Fest thing has been happening since the 2000s, at least. I remember distinctly, like the year 2007, watching like American Werewolf in London, uh, Halloween. Like they would play the Halloween movies, but they would play like The Curse of Michael Myers and like you know, The Return of Michael Myers, and I don't think they would play number 3, even though 3 is slept on. But I remember those two movies being played a lot. Probably the original as well. They probably played them all. Like right now, they're doing a marathon of all the Friday 13th movies, and pretty interesting. Yeah, it's cool. You got to sit through commercials. Like right now, they're playing a commercial about like some insurance company. But I mean, that's what we had to do back in the day. We had to sit through the commercials. But that's when you go get your popcorn, your soda, and you go to the restroom, take a walk, take your dog out to the lawn. You come back and the movie's playing again. Fear Fest, AMC. Yeah, pretty cool. So if anybody has any questions about how this watch along works, feel free to drop a message in the chat. I'll explain it once more. We're just doing a little preamble here where we're chatting about the movie, how everyone's doing, what everyone's doing for Halloween. You know, we chat for like 15, 20 minutes basically, give everybody a chance to come into the chat and get the movie ready on their own device. And then eventually I'll do a countdown and we all start the movie when I go 3, 2, 1, click play now. We all click play together. Then that follow along clock you see in the YouTube video, that starts counting up, and we all watch the movie like that. If that makes sense. Hey, non-person. How's it going? And that's right, whatever you do, don't fall asleep. I should have my Hypnocell somewhere over here. If you get the reference, Hypnocell's a pharmaceutical drug, not in real life, in the movie universe. And that's what you take to, you know, I think you could still sleep on Hypnocell, but it kills your dreams. From what I understand, I think that was in the Freddy vs. Jason lore. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think you take Hypnocell, you could still sleep, but it kind of like kills your dreams. So if your dreams aren't there, Freddy can't get you. You know what I mean? Yeah, Ty, I was at a Spirit today. Spirit Halloween. Some cool costumes over there. I feel like they upped their game. I'm doing good. I'm doing good as well. I'm watching AMC Fear Fest on the side here on the hotel TV. They're playing Friday the 13th part 2 or 3, I think. I know there's like 2 guys arm wrestling right now. It looks like part 2. But yeah, I'm doing good. Spirit Halloween, like they have like these cool plushies, and they got the Jason mask, they got the original Halloween mask, they got the Halloween mask from Halloween Ends. I feel like over the years, like Spirit Halloween has done better than Party City, because Party City back in the 90s and like 2000s, they always had that Scream mask, but I felt like they were lacking like in other masks, you know? I feel like Spirit has done a pretty good job at keeping things with the Halloween spirit and all things like that. And the prices seem decent. I don't know. Some things are expensive, like they're gouging on some things for sure, but overall I think the prices are decent at Spirit. AMC cuts out all the all the good stuff, eh? I mean, they show some stuff. Freddy vs. Jason was showing like the blood spraying out from the torsos and all that. But yeah. Definitely, these movies have a lot of other things that AMC is going to cut out, of course. Makes sense. Non-person, hope you're doing all right tonight. You know the deal about getting the movie ready on your own device, right? And Ty, your costume, you think it's going to be ready like by next week? Like, do you have a Halloween party to go to on actual Halloween, or do you have it like earlier from Halloween or something like that? I know people have different events on different days that they take part of, right? You're ready. You might have seen this too many times, so oh really? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same deal. I don't go back to the original that many times, to be honest. I usually watch like either part 3 or A New Nightmare, which is part uh 5 or 6. It's hard to say. You get confused with the Friday lore and the Nightmare lore, but I really like Wes Craven's New Nightmare and Dream Warriors Part 3. Those are two movies that I go back to consistently. And then, yeah, the first one I watch every now and then, but I've seen it a lot of times, just like you, non-person. I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 is kind of slept on. I think it's a pretty decent movie to watch once in a while. And then you have yeah, Part 4. Which one's Part 4, non-person? Is that The Dream Child? Or is that Part 5? One of them is called The Dream Child. I know Part 6 is Freddy's Dead. Um, the Final Nightmare or something like that. Oh, Part 4 is Dream Master. Okay, so Part 5 is Dream Child then. Because there is one called Dream Child, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Part 4 is pretty good. I don't watch that one that often. Is that the one where like the naked chick is in the fish tank or like the aquarium or something like that? That's Kelly Preston, by the way, who was in that Switch episode we watched yesterday. But I remember that scene. And I'm pretty sure that's Kelly Preston, by the way. Because I remember seeing it on IMDb. Waterbed, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, cool. Few trunk or treats with the fam. Right on, Ty. Oogie Boogie. And you're still working on Jack's coffin sleigh. Wait, that's cool. That's awesome. Is Oogie Boogie like that ghost thing from Nightmare Before Christmas? Is it like the ghost thing with like the eyes and the squiggly mouth? Ty? I'm gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. That's the plush I saw today at Spirit. I think I took a picture of it. Dude, you made it homemade? The Oogie Boogie? Just gotta make sure I'm getting all the messages on my other device here. The burlap sack filled with bugs. Oh, wow. Yeah, from Nightmare, right? Ty, that's from Nightmare Before, that's from Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't it? Oogie Boogie? It's like a potato sack type of material, I think. Hold on. I think I have the photo because I have a Pixel and it uploads the photos to the cloud. Oh no, it doesn't. It didn't upload it yet. Damn. Because I was just at Spirit and I saw that plush. I saw that plush and I was like, oh, that plushie looks so cool. Maybe I could pull it up on my phone. Yeah. Ty, let me know if this is the one. If this is the one you're talking about. If this is the Oogie Boogie. I know it's kind of washed out, to be honest, but that's at Spirit. This was at Spirit Halloween. This literally like a couple hours ago. Like I put it up on screen. It's on the screen. It's better. I know, it's cool. Yep, that's him. Yeah, that's sweet. I was like, oh my god, that's an awesome plushie. Nightmare Before Christmas. Disney, that's right, it's a Disney movie. When people ask me like what my favorite Disney movie is, I'm like The Mighty Ducks or Nightmare Before Christmas. You looked it up on YouTube, a DIY costume, and it came out awesome. Good for you, Ty. That's the way to do it. DIY. Make it yourself. I like going to thrift stores like Value Village and stuff like that, and you know, putting something together and making it unique or something well known as well. It makes it more fun when you make it yourself. But it's a lot more effort. Like you're doing the Jack's coffin sleigh, and that sounds like it's quite the task. But good for you, Jack Skellington. That's an awesome movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a Christmas and a Halloween movie in one. I'm sure you've seen it too, non-person, right? Nightmare Before Christmas. And any lurkers in the chat. It's a great movie. It's like a musical, a horror movie, a Christmas movie, and it's got everything. In the theaters a long time ago. Yeah, it came out in the 90s, right? I think that movie came out in the mid-90s. So let me just, yeah, we're going to give people a little bit more time to roll in here. I'll just explain once again for any potential lurkers or anybody that's watching the VOD. The way the watch-along works, I can't show the actual movie, A Nightmare... not A Nightmare Before Christmas, A Nightmare on Elm Street. I can't show that on the YouTube stream because that's a copyright. It's against the YouTube TOS. So you have to get the movie ready on your own device. You find it online, however you find it, wherever you find it. So you start it at the same time as I start it. And when I start it, I'm going to do the countdown from 10. I'll go 3, 2, 1. Click play now. We all click play together. And then you see that follow along clock right there. That starts when I say click play now. That follow along clock starts counting up in seconds and then eventual minutes. And that's how we're all synced. Because that follow along clock is going to represent the movie runtime. So it's going to be in sync with the movie runtime. So that's how it works. Hopefully it makes sense. So we're going to go over a bit of the stats for Nightmare on Elm Street. It came out in 1984, November 9th. It has a runtime of 91 minutes. It had a budget of 1.8 million. And Wikipedia says it in the box office, it made 57.1 million. But if you go to Box Office Mojo, it says it only made 10 million. So I think in its original run from November to January is what it shows here, it made 10 million. but maybe like with the postmodern showings that theaters do for classic movies, I guess Wikipedia must be tabulating that. That's my only guess. Because here on Box Office Mojo, which is like a pretty good site, I think, for stats, it says it only opened in 380 theaters back in thing in 1984. It only showed in 380 theaters, so that's not that many. So this movie was kind of slept on, I believe. And even in the franchise, it's ranked 7th in terms of lifetime gross. Freddy vs. Jason actually has the biggest lifetime gross. And it has the biggest opening too, Freddy vs. Jason at 36 mil. It built that movie studio, so it had to have made more. It built that movie studio, really? What do you mean it built that movie studio, non-person? I don't fully understand. It built that movie studio. I'm talking about New Line Cinemas? Maybe it did make more. Because I know it's a New Line movie. Hey, Raphael, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, you're right, man. A great movie and, super original. You know? Imagine, 1984, this movie is like totally just out there, you know what I mean? Like, super random. Because before that, you had Psycho, you had Halloween with Michael Myers. You had Jason too, which was like kind of a interesting idea, but like Freddy was just like kind of slasher, get you in your dreams, supernatural amalgamation of all these different things together. So, I mean, Freddy scared me way more than Jason as a kid, to be honest. Like, I had to have like a nightlight when I went to sleep after watching some of those Freddy movies. I tell you, man, it's like one scary mofo. It was New Line Cinema's first movie or something. They call it the house that Freddy built. Sweet, non-person. Whoa, I didn't know that. So New Line launched back in 1984. That's super cool. Thanks for the fun fact. So Raphael, you like the first one and then the second. How about the third, Dream Warriors? I think that one's pretty good. The first with Johnny Depp was creepy. You saw it when you were young. Yeah, you remember Johnny Depp got... There's a bed right there. Remember he got sucked through the bed? Like he was just lying down. He had headphones on. He was listening to something. And then like Freddy just like comes up and he sucks him through the bed. It's such a good kill, man. Such a good kill. I'm not sure if that was Johnny Depp's first movie. It might have been. Loved it though. Jason, another one. That's right, Raphael. That's right. Jason. But like I said, Freddy always scared me more than Jason. How about you guys? Like, were you guys scared more of Freddy or Jason? Like, even as an adult, man. Like, thinking about, like, your dreams. A lot of the times you're powerless in your dreams. Like, there's the odd dream where... You know, you might be strong, you might be in control. I think they call it like lucid dreaming when you're in like total control of your dreams. But more times than not, it's like super random. You feel powerless. You might be like falling off a building. You're like, oh shit, what do I do? It's just the way it is. Like dreams are uncontrollable for the most part, I would say. And think about like Freddy, a supernatural being attacking you in your dreams. It's like, how can you get out of that. You have to have someone to wake you up or something like that, right? Third one, nah, not a fan, Raphael. Wow. I think people like the third one generally, but no, that's fair. You like the first and the second one the best. That's cool. That's cool. New Line started in 1967, but Nightmare was their first hit. Ooh, cool. Cool. Cool, non-person. Thank you. They started a while ago. Wow. I guess they didn't have any movies that I heard of before Freddy. So that's cool. I guess Wes Craven must have directed some movies before Freddy, though, right? I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. And Raphael, let me know if you need explanation of how the watch along works, because I can't show the movie on the stream. You have to get the movie on your own device, online or whatever, and then we all watch the movie together when I say like click play. That's how it works. So hopefully it makes sense. But we're still chatting. We're not starting it yet. I like to give a chance for people to roll in. You know what I mean? The first for Nightmare and Jason were so low budget, makes them great, like Evil Dead. Once the money, it's downhill. Yeah, I guess, yeah. You're right in a sense. Like the originality of like the characters and the ideas and everything is really something to be admired. But you know what's funny about the first Jason movie is that Jason's not even the killer. You remember in Scream when Casey Becker's on the phone with Ghostface? He's like, "Who's the killer?" in the first Friday the 13th movie. And she's like, "Jason! It's Jason!" He's like, "Nope, that's the wrong answer. It was Pamela Voorhees, the mother." Crazy that Jason wasn't even the killer in the first one. I'm checking Wes Craven's profile on IMDb. Rest in peace, by the way. He passed away in 2015. Wow. He's a writer. Let's go to director credits. He directed 31 movies. Scream 4 was his last directed movie. And his first directed movie was The Last House on the Left in 1972. They remade that movie in like 2007, right? I haven't seen the original. But that was Wes Craven's first directed film, The Last House on the Left, in 1972. And he also did The Hills Have Eyes, Swamp Thing, Chiller. He directed some episodes for The Twilight Zone in 1985 and 1986. Wow, it's a lot of good movies. That's right, Raphael, the mother, huh? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, you wouldn't have known if it wasn't for Scream, right? Non-person? Crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't have known either. Like, when I watched Scream, like back in like 96 or 97, I watched it on VHS for the first time. But I've never seen Friday the 13th, the first one, at that time, so I didn't even know. I love the Scream movies too, Raphael. They're so good. We gotta do a watch along of the first Scream movie. Or it might be Scream 6 because that's getting a lot of votes. Scream 6 is a pretty good movie, to be honest. The Last House on the Left. Have you seen that movie, Raphael, the first one? I haven't. I haven't seen The Last House on the Left. Trick answer, that's right. That's right. So what else? What other stats do we have here? A Nightmare on Elm Street is a 1984 American supernatural slasher film written and directed by Wes Craven, produced by Robert Shea. Sorry. It is the first installment in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise and stars Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon, Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger, and Johnny Depp in his film debut. There you go. The film's plot concerns a group of teenagers who are targeted by Krueger, an undead child killer who can murder people through their dreams, as retribution as against their parents who burned him alive. That's right. The parents burned Freddy alive. Good Creepy, The Last House on the Left. Oh, cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. I've seen the remake, Raphael. The 2000s remake? I haven't seen the original. I don't even know who directed the remake in 2009, sorry. I'll look it up. Who directed that one? Directed by Dennis Elidius. Elidius? Don't know who that is. He directed the remake in 2009. So let me know if you guys are getting the movie ready. Non-person, you got the movie ready, right? Got it paused on 0. If everybody has the movie ready, pause it on 0. We'll start in about 10-ish minutes, I think. I'll get it ready on my device too. And yeah. Wes Craven also directed Swamp Thing. That's right. I saw that. Swamp Thing. Classic, man. Such a like comic book type of movie, you know? Swamp Thing. Pretty cool. So non-person is ready. Raphael, you think you're going to watch the movie with us when we start it? A Nightmare on Elm Street. We're going to start in about 10 minutes. 10-ish minutes. Just giving a little bit more time for people to roll in. Anybody that's lurking in the chat is wondering how to watch along, let me know. But I explained it a few times already, and yeah, we'll start the movie in 10 minutes. I'll do a countdown before we officially start the movie from 10, and then when I get to 3, 2, 1, I'll say click play now. You click play, I click play, everybody clicks play at the same time. Then that follow along clock you see in the bottom right of the YouTube video, that's going to start counting up. It's going to be the exact same as the Nightmare on Elm Street movie time as well. So they'll be in sync, and we'll all be in sync as well. Swamp Thing, that remake with that hottie. Damn, I gotta check it out then. I haven't seen the remake. I know the original has like Heather Luckley or something like that, right? Blonde. Raphael, you got the movie as well? Paused on 0 right now. Can't believe we're 6 days away from Halloween. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. 6 days away from Halloween. I got some chicken wings for the watch along. Because I'm actually in Buffalo, New York, and you know, Buffalo chicken wings. I got a bunch of celery and carrots too. Like literally a bunch. So yeah, Trying to balance out the fried chicken wings with some veggies. Yeah, Ty. Wings from actual Buffalo, New York, man. Show them on camera. They're not heated up, but I'm gonna nuke them in the microwave soon. Medium. New Jersey. Oh, that's not too far. Sweet, Raphael. Does New Jersey have good chicken wings? We got blue cheese and ranch. I don't know what's what. I think this is ranch. Got it. Everything's friggin' upside down. I think this is the blue cheese. Duff's, Ty. I'm sure you know about Duff's. I'm sure you know about Duff's, dude. It's like the most famous. Oh, I dropped the bowl. Crap. It's like the most famous place. They have Duff's all over the place, actually, but like they have them in Canada too, in Toronto. But apparently Duff's is like highly regarded as one of the best here in Buffalo. There's like a couple others, but I went with Duff's. Have you tried it before, Ty? They keep Freddy's face in the shadows in this first movie. Do they? Do they for the whole movie, non-person? I can't remember that. Remember there's that scene where he's like walking in the alleyway and he has like extra long like arms. You remember that? And he's like walking through like the alleyway and like his arms are stretching out. And he's like scraping like one side of the fence and the other side of the fence. He's like, shh. He's like chasing that chick. Sorry, Ty. I know I was debating that, man, but I don't know. I feel like local does it right, but I just feel like the AAA chains, well, they're known for it. They have like the most ratings on Google, and like they gotta be good. Like they gotta slap because they have their reputation on the line. You know what I mean? So I just want to hedge my bets in like a safe manner. But I did see where there were some local ones. Like there's one called like 9/11. Apparently, I saw that online, but I was like, I don't know. Like it's a bit far, and the hours are kind of whatever, and there's not as much ratings. But I don't doubt that it's not good. I just had to go for like the AAA kind of safe bet, so to speak, of Duff's. But I gotta try. It won't be my last time in Buffalo for sure. I'm gonna try a local place next time I'm here. Definitely. Definitely. I'll do a local one. Adrian Barbua. Swamp Thing hottie. Nice. I'll have to look her up, Raphael. Is she hotter than Heather Locklear? I don't even know if Heather Locklear's in the original Swamp Thing. I think she is. Pretty sure she is. So I'm going to heat up my wings shortly and we're going to start this thing. We're going to start this thing in a couple minutes, I would say. Uh, I'll just do another roll call. Non-person, you're ready. Raphael, you're ready, right? Ty, I'm not sure if you're watching the movie with us, but if you are, let me know. If you're not, that's cool. You could still chat. It's all gravy. It's all good. Any other lurkers in the chat, let me know if you have any questions or if you're also ready to watch the movie, because in a couple minutes, I'm going to do the countdown from 10, and we're all going to click play together and watch A Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger in action from 1984, baby. The OG, not the 2010 version. Because if we're watching that, we would need, we need some help for sure. Because that movie was something else. I think it gets hated on a lot. Like it has some decent scenes, but it's not that good. The 2010 version. And Ty says, when I'm back in Buffalo, go Bella's, Imperial, or Sunny Reds. Man. Sunny Reds, Imperial, or Bella's. Noted, Ty. Noted. I will try one of those places when I'm back for sure. For sure, definitely. I love chicken wings, so definitely. Anytime. Thanks for the suggestions. Raphael, I don't have a link for the thing. I don't have a link for the movie, but you have to find it. I don't know if it's on Netflix, Prime, Vudu, Hulu. There's so many like websites now. You know, I'm sure you could find it somehow. And once you find it, you pause it on 0. Then I do the countdown, and we all watch it together. Obviously, I can't show it on the YouTube stream because that's a copyright act and it's against the YouTube TOS. No bueno, basically. No can do. But I'll be watching it on my device, and I'll be talking through the mic the whole time. You can't hear the audio of the movie, of course, because that's copyright too. And everybody watches it on their own device, you know. People might be watching on their cell phone, their tablet, their TV, etc. You could have my stream up at the same time, and we all chat and have a good time, and hopefully not fall asleep. Take your Hypnocil so you don't fall asleep, because we don't want Freddy to get us. Okay, so I'm gonna heat up my wings and we'll start the movie. You're still there, right? Non-person? Have you ever been to a little town called Lilydale in Casadega, New York? No, I haven't. Is there something special about Lilydale, Ty? Yeah, non-person. Soon, like in 5 minutes. Is that cool with you? Or let me know. 5-ish minutes, I'm thinking we'll start the movie. Casadega, NY. Village in New York State. Never been, Ty. Is there a history to it? Or is it just like a nice place? It looks cool on Google. They got a big lake. Looks like Camp Crystal Lake, kinda. Hey, Raphael, did you know Camp Crystal Lake is in New Jersey? You knew that, Raphael, right? The lore about Friday the 13th? Camp Crystal Lake's in New Jersey. And they still do like a get-together there like every year. There's a YouTuber called Tampa J. He's from Florida, Tampa Bay. And he traveled up to Camp Crystal Lake. And there's like a company, organization, whatever, that does like a camp out there, like in cottages and stuff like that. And his video was really entertaining. You should check it out. It looks super fun. And yeah, it was cool. Cool now, person. I'm gonna heat up my wings and we'll do the countdown and start this shiz. Community full of mediums, supernatural stuff. Dan Aykroyd visits from time to time. Whoa, cool, Ty. I gotta keep that bookmarked. Nice. Thanks for letting me know. I still have to check out Salem. I have to check out that place you just said. Salem is where they did the Salem witch trials, where they burned those witches alive, right? That'd be cool to check out. Never been to Salem, New York. Yeah. And Dan Aykroyd's Canadian, isn't he? I think Dan Aykroyd's from Toronto, if I'm not mistaken. Ottawa. That's close. He's from Ottawa. Anyways, near Lilydale, there's a restaurant called Whiskey High Hill Saloon with awesome wings. Pitchar style. Interesting. Sweet, Ty. Thanks for all the tips. I'll have to check that out. Check out some mediums and supernatural stuff. And then get some chicken wings. Okay. So I'm going to heat up my chicken wings. And we'll do the countdown. And we'll start the movie at the top of the hour, I guess. And yeah, we're going to have fun watching A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. Chat just closed. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're going to have fun watching this movie. Like I said, if you're in the chat lurking, let me know if you have any questions. We're about to do the countdown. And from 10, then when I eventually go 3, 2, 1, click play now, I'm going to say. When I say that, we all click play together. And then that follow along timer, you see right over there, that follow along timer right there is going to start counting up. And that follow along timer is going to be the same as the Nightmare on Elm Street runtime movie. You know what I mean? So they're going to be synced up. And we're all going to be talking about the same thing, reacting to the same thing, and having fun. Because we're 6 days away from Halloween, man. That's how it is. Yeah, and if you're watching the VOD, of course, you'd be knowing what I'm saying, and you could just click and do whatever, and things like that. The VOD is probably easier to follow than the chat, I guess. You just have to, click to when we're going to do the countdown from 10, and that's when we start the movie. And yeah. Reanimator, that's a great movie, Raphael. A messed up movie, but great. Great movie. The guy's kind of like Norman Osborn from Spider-Man. Mad scientist. Soundtrack's really cool too. Okay, I'll be back. Give me a minute. I'm going to heat up my wings and then we'll start this stuff. I'll be back. Everyone's still there? Things are nice and hot. All right. Everybody ready? I'm gonna get my clicking fingers ready. Non-person, Raphael, Ty, lurkers, anybody else? Make sure to have your clicking fingers ready because we're about to start. I'm gonna do the countdown and just get my stuff ready. Ty, I actually got both. That might be a cardinal sin, but I got both blue cheese and ranch. The girl at the counter didn't slap me, and she didn't give me the evil eye either. But I felt like I was potentially committing a cardinal sin by asking for ranch as well. But I like to dip my vegetables in ranch. I like to dip my vegetables in ranch. I feel like the celery and carrots taste better in ranch. Don't kill me. All right, so I'm gonna mute the audio. Let me mute the desktop audio here. Okay. Is everybody ready to play the movie? Is everybody ready to click play? I'm about to do the countdown here. Okay. So I'm ready. So we're gonna do the countdown. Just one more time to explain. I'm gonna count down from 10 seconds. Eventually, I'm gonna get down to 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna say click play now. That's when you click play, and I click play. Everybody clicks play, and that watch along clock you see in the bottom right hand of the video is going to start counting up. And we're going to be watching A Nightmare on Elm Street 1984 together at the same time. Okay, so here we go. Time to count down. Time to count down. I got my clicking stuff ready. Yes, I got my clicking stuff ready. All right. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Click play now. Good? Everybody good? Counter's moving up now. You see that? Everyone good? Everyone good? Everyone good? Everybody good? See if Freddy's grabbing this stuff right now. Blue cheese all the way. Blue cheese all the way, eh? Yeah, he asked for ranch. He'd be like, where the hell you from? Mars or something? Yeah, I know. Blue cheese is the signature, huh? Freddy's getting that hand in. Hand into the glove. A Wes Craven film. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's that iconic music. Dude, I'm getting scared already. Still there, non-person? Just checking to see if you're alright with the movie, if you clicked OK. Heather Lagenkamp had just said on screen. Amy Wise. 140. Tina. Yeah, I'm synced in. I'm watching. I'm just making sure I'm clicked in with the clock too. We're dialed in. We're dialed in. We're all dialed in together here. Blue cheese, eh? Ty? Yeah, this one's blue cheese. It definitely smells like blue cheese. Very strong flavor to the blue cheese, you know what I mean? Strong smell and flavor. Tina's in the boiler room. It's no bueno, Tina. But how would she know? How would anybody know? Nobody knew about Freddy at this time. Tina. Let's try the celery with the blue cheese. Pretty good. There's like a zinger with the blue cheese, you know what I mean? There's like a little bit of a zing to it. Let's try it with the ranch now. As Tina gets chased by Freddy. This is the ranch. No, the ranch has like a more buttermilk kind of taste to it, you know what I mean? It's not as distinguished as the blue cheese, maybe. Tina's sweating. She's sweating, man. Ranches for salads? Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, these are kind of like salad items, right? Like I got extra carrots and celery from Duff's. So it's kind of like you're eating a salad. There it is. The chant. Um, if anybody is lurking or just strolling in, you could still catch up with the movie. As you see, the follow along clock right now is like on 4:55, right? 4:58. So you sync the movie with the follow along clock. So right now we're 5 minutes in. So you would just fast forward to 5 minutes, right? And then we're watching the same stuff, talking about the same stuff. That's how it is. There's John Depp, his acting debut. Medium, medium spice for these wings. Not that spicy. Little bit, but not that much. I'm gonna try it with the blue cheese, the buffalo way. This is the buffalo way with the blue cheese. It's good, man. That's good. I feel like the blue cheese complements the medium buffalo sauce, you know? They mix together good. Johnny Depp using the stereo to mock like sound effects. You guys remember the Jersey Boys? The Jersey Boys would do the same thing back in the day for prank calls. I might be dating myself talking about the Jersey Boys, but that's what they did, man. I think they were called the Jersey Boys, the original prank callers back in the day. Probably from New Jersey, right, Raphael? We'll try to dip another for the ranch. I'm going in for the ranch here. Sacrilege, I know. We got ranch here on the wing. I think the blue cheese is better. The ranch is definitely better for the vegetables. It doesn't taste as good on the wing. Oops. Cancel. Cancel. Discard. Yep, just making sure my chat's working. Johnny Depp is watching somebody. He's hollering to somebody, but it's daytime, right? Well, it's nighttime, but I mean, like, he's awake. He's not asleep, so there shouldn't be an issue with Freddy. Oh, this guy, remember him? Freddy Krueger, man. Iconic character. 80s hair. Yeah, totally. Are you watching too, Ty? Are you talking about Nancy's hair or the other guys? Because Nancy has that poofy 80s hairdo, you know? I wonder if Johnny Depp ever talks about this movie. He seems like a pretty chill guy. Like he wouldn't be ashamed of it or anything. I mean, it's an iconic movie. But like some actors are like I don't want to associate with horror movies because they're lower grade. You know how some people are, right? But I think Johnny Depp's pretty chill. Oh, HBO Max, cool, Ty. But you got commercials. Oh, you get ads on that? Damn. Sorry to hear. So who gets it first in this movie? I think it's Tina, right? Or it's her boyfriend here. course. The cross fell down. Something freaky's happening. Robert Englund, man. Great actor. And he didn't mind playing Freddy over and over and over. He had no problem with it. All those hours of makeup. Potential typecast. But he's just like such a chill type of dude, you know? It's like, yeah, sure. I'll play Freddy. Someone's calling out to Tina. I wonder who it is. Tina. How old is Johnny Depp, Ty? I don't know. He must be like in his mid-50s by now. I'm not sure. He would have been like, what, 20 years old in this movie? Oh, Robert Englund. I think he's like 72, dude. He's in his early to mid 70s, Robert. The last time he played Freddy was Freddy versus Jason, right? I think that was the last time he played Freddy. He might have done it in like a commercial too, but officially, movie wise, I think Freddy versus Jason was the last time he played Freddy. I remember watching this for the first time, just being like totally mesmerized with like the music, the set pieces, the whole theme, and like the way they would, like Wes Craven would shoot the scenes, like see Freddy's shadow. There's a lot of like tension, you know? It's so mysterious watching this for the first time. Like you didn't know what was happening. Unique character, you know? Tina. Tina's running. Oh, Freddy cuts off his own finger. So weird that he bleeds green. Same as the Predator. But you know the saying, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Oh, he ripped off his face. God. Help me ride! Help me ride! Oh God! He's watching Tina die. It's like practical effect with the slash there. Horrible. It's so sad how Tina dies, man. It's so sad. Dragging her against the ceiling. Crazy effect, man. Tina! Crazy, huh? God, it's a bloodbath. It's a total bloodbath. Obviously, the boyfriend's going to be the prime suspect. I like how the cop came back for part three and also a new nightmare. He was in a new nightmare as well. I can't remember if the cop was in part two or not, but not the cop in the uniform, but the cop in the suit jacket here between Tina and her mother. He came back in part three and in a new nightmare. But a new nightmare is really cool because it blends in like the movie with real life. Fourth door, fourth dimension, what's happening, what's real, what isn't. That was really cool about New Nightmare. Nancy. Is the quality good in HBO Max, Ty? Is it like 1080p, I guess? HD? Was that guy in Scarface? Maybe. I'm not sure. Now that you say that, I'm trying to think of it. I can't remember if he was in Scarface or not. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. It's a good movie, though. Someone in the, excuse me, someone in the chat yesterday said Al Pacino's broke. I'm not sure how true that is, but somebody said Al Pacino's broke. But how can he be? He's like multi-millionaire. Needs all the residuals from those movies, right? And he was doing movies a couple of years ago as well. So, oh, not person, was it you? Sorry, I forgot if it was you that said it or not. You saw the headline recently. I didn't look it up to confirm non-person, but It's hard for me to believe because the guy did so many movies, so many good movies. So if he's broke, that's wild, man. I have to look it up. Oh, Ty, you mean the younger guy, right? The boyfriend? He might have been in Scarface. He might have been in the scene where like the guy gets killed in the shower. He might have been the guy that got killed in the shower. I forget. Because they play Cuban people in that movie, right? That's when Al Pacino watches like his friend die in the shower. Such a brutal scene. Why wasn't she supposed to be in school? She was, wasn't she? But she was she skipping or something like that? She must have been skipping, right? This poem's putting Nancy asleep. Get some new material, pal. There's Tina in the body bag. Classic moment. The effects are still good, man, for this movie. They're all practical. Well, like 90% are practical, I'm pretty sure. Have you guys seen that 2010 remake of this movie? Nightmare on Elm Street 2010? If so, what did you think about it? No running in the hallway. So one thing about wings, they're so messy. Kind of burn your fingers too. The tips of your fingers. Hey Edward, welcome to the chat. And the remake sucked. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's a hard sell for me. I really waited till I watched it. I think I waited like at least 10 years till I watched it. I was like, this can't be good, man. And you saw a few minutes of it non person, yeah. I think I watched it on like a TV broadcast or something years later, or online or something. Wasn't a fan. I thought the guy playing Freddy tried. He was actually in the movie Watchmen. You guys know the movie Watchmen, right? I believe the guy that played Freddy in the remake, he was in the movie Watchmen. I forget what character he played, but that's a really good superhero movie. Ew, maggots and green blood. This first version of Freddy's really scary, man. They did a really good job at showing how scary he is. Excuse me. 80s music. You never watched it, eh, Ty? Yeah, you might be saving yourself a couple hours of of cringe. True non-person, much less cheese in the first movie. It's like more direct, scary to the point. It's only a dream. Oh, the tongue. Oh, smart move, Nancy. Burned herself. Woke herself up. Yeah, they took it a lot more serious, this first movie. Before it got popular. Then they had to cash in with the one-liners. Remember Freddy's dead, like he's riding the broomstick, like the Wicked Witch of the East. It's like Wizard of Oz shit. Kind of like takes away from the seriousness and the scariness when they're like cashing in one-liners and having like nods to other popular movies. You know what I mean? Like the birds on her arm for the pipe. Around that time, there was a Freddy remake, Friday the 13th remake. Yeah, that's right, Edward. That's right. I liked that Friday the 13th remake. The Thing remake, uh, not so much. I watched that Thing remake in theaters, by the way, and it's kind of okay, but the CGI is really bad. And in 2011, they had movies with like CGI was pretty decently developed by 2011, and I just find like the CGI horrible in that movie. The Thing, the 2011 Thing, the original is amazing. But I thought the Friday the 13th remake was pretty good, Edward. How about you? Did you like that one in 2009? And everybody else in the chat, did you like the Friday the 13th remake? Stars the guy from Supernatural, I believe. Four razors cutting her at the same time. Oh, he had the nightmare about Freddy too, eh? How do you escape? Surprised this guy escaped. Miss Chico. You haven't seen it non-person? I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it wasn't amazing, Edward, in my opinion, but it was decent. I thought it was a lot better than the Freddy remake. That's for sure. I thought like the F-13 remake was a lot better than the friggin' Freddy remake. They were supposed to do a TV show of Friday the 13th, but it never took off. I think because of distributor, owner, Sean S. Cunningham, and like Paramount and all this litigation bullshit. That's what prevented it from taking off. But I would have been really interested to watch that, man. A TV series about Friday the 13th. Oh, here's the bathtub scene. That shot. Oh my god. That's crazy, man. Freddy is a creepy guy, dude. For Pete's sakes. Yeah, what's with the warm milk? I never got into that. I like my milk cold. It's like drinking a protein shake warm. That's like pretty nasty, right? Did they remake Freddy twice? Edward? There was the 2010 one. What was the other one? That had to be a stunt double of Nancy. I don't think that's Nancy underneath the water. That looks like a stunt double, dude. That looks like a stunt double. Freddy's your keeper guy, like Jeffrey Dahmer was a bit hungry. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I'm downplaying it, right? Oh yeah, I've watched that, Edward. The TV show from the 80s. What's it called again? I watched that a long time ago, but I remember it being pretty good. Kind of like a Twilight Zone feel to it. Episode of the week type deal, right? There's the hypnocell, the pills, the hypnocell. I don't think they call it hypnocell here, but definitely in Freddy vs. Jason, they have that name, hypnocell, which I thought was pretty creative. I think that movie gets hated on quite a bit, but I like it. Freddy vs. Jason, I thought it was a good movie, man. It's not like super serious, I guess. You could dog on it for that, but I thought it was entertaining. And there's Johnny Depp sneaking through the window. Classic 80s/90s thing to do. Don't get too comfortable in that bed, Johnny. Freddy's Nightmares. That's right. That's right. Thanks, Edward, for bringing that up. Maybe I should rewatch that sometime. Yeah, I thought it had like a Twilight Zone feel to it. Now that I remember, I thought it's pretty good. Did you like it, Edward? Freddy's Nightmares. Yeah, right, Edward. Who the hell's this Johnny Depp character? Seems like he's a pretty bad actor. Probably did nothing after this, right? No fame at all. Ooh, it went all dark. It went all dark. Benny and June? I actually don't remember that movie. Non-person. Did that come out shortly after this? That blue cheese is really good. Oh, he's got her black, huh? He's got her six. Didn't that new Call of Duty come out today or something like that? It's got the guy from The Walking Dead in it. I don't play the Call of Duty games anymore. A lot of studios were copying that format. Even Nickelodeon, Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's a good show, Edward. Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps. Two great shows. I still watch the episodes now. 93. Cool. Thanks, non person. I'll have to check it out. Outer Limits is another great one. The Outer Limits. That was a really cool show. The Outer Limits. And I got a lot of celery and carrots here. Glenn? Ooh, right through. No, Rod. Freddy's in the jail cell. How could she see him? Is she asleep right now? How can she see Freddy? Oh, she must be asleep. She must be asleep. Are they making a new Goosebumps movie, Edward? I don't know. I didn't like the one with Jack Black that much. It's okay. It was with Jack Black, the other Goosebumps movie, right? And yeah, it's like a base idea, I guess, that people. That's the thing about movies nowadays. There's not as much originality. Everything seems like a copy of a copy, right? This scene's cool though, with the stairs, with Nancy's feet going through the quicksand of the stairs. I thought it's kind of cool. Ew, he's wearing her face, like leather face. That's creepy. Through the window, to the floor. Johnny Depp, wake up! Come on, Johnny. We need you, man. Money for old rope. Yeah, that's true, man. You gotta get that money, right? I think studios are making less money nowadays, aren't they? Because movies cost like really a lot of money to make, or something like that. I know. I heard they're struggling kind of to make more money these days. That's why there's so many streaming services and exclusive things to certain streaming services and all that BS. It's crazy. That blood effect squirting on the ceiling still holds up. You're damn right it does. I like this rope scene too. Well, not the rope, but the sheet, the bed sheet. It's gonna act like a rope when he ties it around him. But that's cool. There must be like some string or something happening there, but looks cool. Yeah, Disney Marvel. They're becoming like friggin' Skynet, dude. You know what I mean? Or Wayland Utani. Too big for its own good, right? I think Disney owns too much stuff, man. It's like Disney's like too corporate. They've taken over everything. Was it a reverse shot, Edward? The bed sheet? Simple trick, but it looks great, eh? No, he's turned blue and everything. Cut him down. Freddy made it look like he hung himself, huh? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Disney peaked after the last Avengers movie. Yeah, I think so. You're talking about the one with Thanos, right, Edward? Seems like Disney just owns way too much stuff, and they really fumbled the Star Wars movies, like the later Star Wars movies and TV series. Like I never watched The Mandalorian. I heard that's good, but I just feel like they fumbled a lot of things, and they do some good stuff, but I feel like the trajectory of Disney's kind of like more like this, like kind of like down. They have some good stuff, but it's like more downwards, and they just own so much stuff, and their ideas are kind of general and predictable. I would say I like my movies and TV shows and things like that to be a bit unorthodox and outside the rhetoric normal meat and potatoes, chicken, broccoli, rice. Here's what you're having. I feel like the Disney formula is too predictable and generic. You know what I mean? And it's a shame because they own so much titles. They own most of the shit in terms of like Marvel. Disney, of course, and they own like a lot of subcategories as well. So if you're a fan of any franchise, like there's a good chance that Disney owns it. So kind of got to follow their lead, right? Yeah, right, Edward. It's definitely that type of vibe. Oh, they're doing the dream test here. I'll be back. I'm going to use the restroom. Give me a minute. I'll be back. All right. Everybody still enjoying the movie? They're doing the sleep test on Nancy right now. This is something you could do in real life, right? A sleep test? I don't know if it's exactly like this, but I assume they connect electrodes to you and all that stuff. She's in REM sleep. They got the terminology right. Yeah, this movie's so original. It's so damn good, you know? Something's wrong. She's freaking out, man. Nancy's bugging out. She took his hat. She grabbed the hat from the dream. Nancy. Has Nancy gone crazy? Coffee. Did you guys start drinking coffee in high school? I mean, I don't think I did. I don't think I did till I like started working after high school, like full time. I did drink energy drinks though. That's a lot worse than a regular coffee. That's when like Monster, Red Bull launched and all those things. Fred. Fred Krueger, mom. Fred Krueger, mom. So classic. I'm gonna heat up more chicken wings here. I'm gonna throw them in the microwave and nuke them. Got three left. Pretty full though. The vegetables are very filling too, and I still got like all these veggies left. You gotta eat your veggies. Like Hulk Hogan says, say your prayers, eat your vegetables, brother. Screw sleep. Agreed. Agreed, non person. The parents are such assholes. Like, come on. Give me something here, right? I feel like the mom somewhat believes Nancy, though. But she's just like, thinks it's too crazy. Does this movie take place in California? Does anybody know? Because it looks like kind of sunny, the trees, like put the palm trees and stuff like that. It kind of looks like California, right? Oh, sorry, I just went to grab the wings. I'm back. What do you think about the new Haunted Mansion? The movie, Ty? Haunted Mansion? I don't think I've watched it. Isn't there an Eddie Murphy movie called Haunted Mansion from like 2000 or the early 2000s? I haven't watched that one either. With Owen Wilson. You haven't heard of it, Ty. I have to look it up. Does it look any good? It's filmed in California. Okay. It looked like California to me, non person. But it takes place somewhere else. So Nancy's dad is the sheriff, right? Of the police? As far as I know, anyways. Who the mom knows who he is. Burned them alive. Revenge, eh? Revenge. They burned him alive. Well, he was a child molester, so it was justified, right? In a way, to burn him alive. Screw the justice system. We'll take law into our own hands. Yeah, true. True none. I know what you mean. It doesn't get cliche till the later movies. Such a unique idea now, huh? I mean, how this started. Oh, hey, Cope. Yeah, the wings are amazing. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, of course, like the stream. Thank you. Thanks for mentioning that. Forgot to say it. You can like the stream. I'd appreciate it a lot, peeps. Helps my channel get up in the algorithm and spreads the word. And we're gonna be doing more. We're gonna be doing more horror watch-alongs, almost on the daily leading up to Halloween, which is in 6 days already, man. Already. What's the next movie? I think it's gonna be Poltergeist. Cope. I mean, I'm traveling tomorrow back home. It's gonna take a couple hours, but it should be okay. Like I should be able to have enough time and energy to stream Poltergeist tomorrow night, Saturday night. So be on the lookout for that to see me scheduling the stream for Poltergeist tomorrow night. Um, Keep that notification bell engaged and be on the lookout for a scheduled stream tomorrow, Saturday night, for Poltergeist, directed by Toby Hooper. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a classic, like Halloween type movie, right, Cope? Oh, thanks, Edward. You think so? I'm stripping the wings better. Maybe not as good as Sean Evans, but yeah, better than some of the celebrities. Thanks. I put a lot of reps in on stripping the chicken wings, so a lot of repetitions. Yeah, keep an eye out, Cope. I'm excited to watch Poltergeist. It's been a while. I usually watch two or three, the sequels. I don't watch the original that often. Here, Johnny Depp's gonna put on his headphones. It's midnight. Johnny Depp, you're getting too comfortable, dude. Too comfortable. Something's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, you know what's happening, right? To Mr. Johnny Depp. He's getting too comfortable. He looks so young, it's crazy. He must have been like only 20 years old in this movie, huh? Better than having a crazy ex poop on your bed? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I just got the reference, Edward. Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot better than that. Maybe he'd rather relive this moment with Freddy than, what's her name? Amber Heard. Johnny's like, I'll take Freddy over Amber any day. We are an hour and 3 minutes in, peeps. Getting to that climax. Nancy's still alive. Her mom's alive. Johnny's alive for now. Her dad, the sheriff, is alive. Yeah, see you, Cope. See you next time. Have a good one. Poltergeist tomorrow night, if you could join. Poltergeist tomorrow night. Carol Ann! Carol Ann, walk towards the light. You see the light, Carol Ann? Walk towards the light, Carol Ann. That lady's voice. So creepy. Carol Ann, Carol Ann. Cool. Cool, cool. Have a good one, Cope. Oh, that's a good question, Edward. So Edward asked, first question, first movie slash TV show that scared the crap out of you when you were a kid. Yeah, that's a really good question. Man, I'm thinking back now. First one. That would have been okay. I would think my earliest memory of that is I would think it's Stephen King's It, Pennywise. I think it's Pennywise. I don't think I watched the actual movie, but just seeing like I probably saw like clips of the TV show back in the day and the VHS on like the shelf of the rental of Blockbuster and stuff like that. I just remember like it scaring the hell out of me, man. That and Candyman. Candyman as well, because Candyman was early 90s, right? I think Candyman, I already said it. I already said it 3 times. I'm screwed, dude. But I did say it into a mirror with a locked door, so I'm good. Um, yeah, Candyman from like the early 90s, that's one of my earliest memories too. Tony Todd with the hook and all. Dude, I didn't want to look into mirrors and go to the washroom at the same time after seeing that movie, dude. Ty says Teletubbies. Yeah, they're Teletubbies like it's like a friggin' acid trip or something, dude. That's a good one too, Ty. The Teletubbies. How about you, Edward? Everyone else in the chat, if you have like an earliest memory of being scared from a TV show or movie. The phone's still ringing. But how? It's unplugged. The physics don't make sense. There's Sting and the police in the background. You guys see that? The poster of Sting and the police? Don't stop. Don't stop. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's the licking part. The music. Very intense. You locked it all up. Is Johnny Depp asleep at the witching hour, midnight? The Crate episode from Creepshow. I'll have to check that out, non-person. Johnny Depp's being sucked into the bed right now. Bon voyage, Johnny Depp. Creepshow. I have to check that out, non-person. It's been a while. Look at that blood all over the ceiling. Man, Johnny Depp's a bleeder. Hey? We got a bleeder. Johnny, you're ruining the whole room, dude. Edward says, The Exorcist, The Omen, Evil Dead 2, From Dusk Till Dawn. You watch them with your brothers. Thanks for the nightmares, assholes. Yeah. Well, they put you through a lot, huh? Those are some good movies, man. From Dusk Till Dawn is a friggin' classic, dude. George Clooney. Um, the makeup guy is in that. Tom Savini as well. He's the guy with like the pistol, the dick pistol. Tom Savini's awesome. Evil Dead 2 is a classic, man. I like Army of Darkness too. And The Exorcist, that's another one. That's another one as a kid. I was like just so scared to watch it. I never want to watch it till I was like a teenager or something. Yeah, a lot of blood non-person. Jeez. It's like how could Johnny Depp bleed that much? Is he supernatural? Ty says he's going with It, Night of the Living Dead, and Arachnophobia. Good choices. Night of the Living Dead, huh? The original, Ty? The black and white? And I want to do a watch along of Arachnophobia. I love that movie. John Goodman, Jeff Daniels. What the hell is she doing with the light bulb? Dude, I watched them when I was like 12. There you go, Edward. Starting young. I think same with me. I watched a lot of those movies like right before I turned my teen years. It's really fun, but really horrifying at the same time. Because it's like your mind and your brain is like, what's going on? Is this real? Is like, is what's happening? Can this happen in real life? You know what I mean? You're trying to understand the world at the same time as you're watching these crazy movies. It's kind of fun looking back at it. Ty, you think it was 80s or 90? Oh, if you're talking about Night of the Living Dead, Tom Savini directed the remake in 1990. The original came out in like the late 60s, I think, though. The original George A. Romero Night of the Living Dead. I think that came out in like 1968, 1969. And it's in black and white. And then the remake in 1990, that one's in color. I'm surprised Freddy doesn't attack the mom in her sleep, right? I guess she's not scared of him or what? Home Alone rips off this movie? Really? In what way, non? What way does this movie rip off Home Alone? Or how does Home Alone rip off this movie, sorry? Freddy targets teenagers. Oh yeah, right. Okay, Ty. Yeah, the black and white one. I prefer the colored one actually from the 90s. The Lord's Prayer. Demolish thy wings. Thy wings have been demolished. All 10. Whew, it's a marathon to get through, man. With the veggies too. I didn't get one of those alcohol things. Swabs. Oh, excuse me. It's a shame people like Tom Savini and Rob Baker, they don't get work anymore, Edward? Those guys don't get any work? That's surprising. Tom Savini is like such a legend. He did some makeup stuff in later years, I think. I think even with the WWE, he helped some entrances and costume designs and stuff like that. Tom Savini, that is. I'm not sure about movies though. Oh, you're comparing the booby traps to Home Alone. I see. I see. Yeah, I guess it is similar, huh? Non-person. Yeah, I got to drink some water, Edward. I got a little bit of this Diet Dr. Pepper left. Wash it down. Man, that was good. So many napkins. Yeah, the blue cheese was amazing. The ranch was just okay, but the blue cheese really, really slapped. I feel like the veggies fill you up so much too. The extra veggies. Is Nancy going to the boiler room now? I think she is, right? I think Nancy's going to the boiler. Rick Baker designed the wolf for American Werewolf in London. Oh my gosh, that's a great wolf. Joe Rogan has a model of that wolf in his studio. It looks amazing. I got my chat timed out. You see a remake of The Running Man happening? Really, Ty? No, I didn't. Wow, that's going to be interesting. I wonder how it'll do. I'm not a huge fan of like so many remakes happening, but it's just the way it is because I guess Hollywood is running out of ideas. You know what I mean? So strike old franchises for gold, basically, and it does work out sometimes. But like obviously it doesn't. Like Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. That's a good example of it not working out. But I don't know. Glenn Powell is playing the main character, Ben Richards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's a pretty good actor, right, Glenn Powell? Yeah, maybe it'll be good. Did you like that Total Recall remake with Colin Farrell? I never gave it a chance, to be honest, because I hold the original Total Recall in such high regard. I never watched the remake with Colin Farrell. Josh Brolin is going to play the sleazy guy, the sleazy show host. Okay. Yeah, Josh Brolin's a good actor. We already had Running Man movies. It's the Gladiator games. Yeah, pretty much, right? Pretty much. I wonder who's going to play Jesse Ventura's character, because his character was awesome in that movie too. Show yourself, you bastard! Oh, she jumped out. What the hell? She dismounted onto some rose bushes. There's no way she would have landed that light on the rose bushes. Especially like there weren't that many. That was a crazy dismount. Jeez, that's insane. Oh, they're grappling. They're grappling. Crap. She woke up, but she didn't catch him. Yeah. Oh, you think Batista, Edward? I like Batista. Batista as Jesse Ventura's character. That'll be funny. I think Batista has good acting range, though. Same with John Cena. He's pretty good, too. She has dream strength. That's right. That's right, Non. Here we go. Oh, there's the Home Alone booby trap you talked about, Non. Yeah, Home Alone totally copied this. Yep, she got the sledgehammer, huh? Well, there's bars on the window? That's crazy. Bars on the window, wow. She's still in the dream. Yeah, right. Ooh, nice sledgehammer right to the ribs. Right to the ribs. Ooh, Freddy's getting messed up. Nancy's a good, strong character. Oh, the exploding light bulb was that? That's crazy. She's still in a dream, but the cops can hear her. Interesting. So she's sleepwalking because the cops can obviously hear her and see what she's doing, right? Ooh, acid. Oh, and the gas. Oh, wow. He's on fire, baby. What classic movie would you like to see a remake of? Um, Let me think about that. Let me think about that, Ty. Oh wow, that's crazy. It's totally on fire. I mean, I feel like every movie has been redone at this point. You know what I mean? It's hard to think of one because there's been so many movies redone. Maybe Arachnophobia, that might be a cool one. Um, um, yeah, like Dracula, Frankenstein. These movies have all been redone to death. RoboCop has been redone. Um, Maybe something like Reanimator. Reanimator, like with the science and CGI and technology we have now, might be cool to see. Yeah, I don't know what else. It's got to be some other movies too. They Live might be a cool remake, even though They Live is iconic. Oh, is he killing the ma? Was he smothering the wife there, or what? Oh wow, he totally smothered the wife there, huh? That's crazy. I didn't even catch that. Did he smother the mom there in that scene? Like he burnt her alive, right? But was she asleep? And why did she go down in like that bed, like with the thunder and lightning? That's so weird. I don't understand what happened there. Totally, kind of went by too fast. Isn't that messed up? Oh yeah, like Rambo. Kind of like they're copying. Yeah. Did Rambo come out before this with Stallone? That's a classic movie. I For some reason I thought the mom survives. Because isn't she at the end of the movie? The mom? I thought she's at the end of the movie. Here comes Freddy. He's back. Fear. The way they filmed this is awesome. Like seems real, you know? Wow, she's taking back the energy. Your shit. Oh, Freddy's losing it. She doesn't fear you. Oh, he dissipated into the world, the universe. She defeated him with, you know, no fear. And the mom's back alive. See? She is back alive. So that must mean Johnny Depp's back alive too. It was all a dream. Eh, non person? The whole movie was a dream. Nancy defeated Freddy with the anti fear. So it's all okay. They're all back. Oh, the windows. The car. Such a weird ending with the car. Something isn't right. Oh, yeah. Right through the window. Love it. You don't feel like being an alcoholic anymore? Did they say that in the movie, Don? Did I miss that? That was a good ending. That was a cool ending. I love how he pulls her through the window. Just grabs her and he just strong arms her through the window opening of the door. And cue the 80s music. You gotta love the 80s music, man. Classic. Classic movie, everybody. Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. That was good. It's so weird how the mom dies at the end, but then she comes back right after. Kills her by smothering her in flames. So it was all a dream, huh? I think they all end with Freddy ending. It's such a weird ending though, because then they all come back in Dream Warriors, right? Like Nancy comes back, the dad comes back, like the mom doesn't come back and all the other characters, but Nancy comes back in Dream Warriors, so she's okay, right? She's alive. So it's such a weird ending, right? The ending made you so mad, non-person. Yeah, I think it's a weird ending. I think it's cool how he drags like the mom through the window. I think that's like a funny kind of thing. But it sucks that Nancy gets you know, kind of taken away by Freddy. Because obviously, like in number three, she's fine. She comes back as a school psychiatrist or something, right? In part three. And that's it for Nightmare on Elm Street. 1984, the OG. A good movie. I thought that was solid. I haven't watched the original in a long time. I thought that was solid. Solid movie. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the movie. I thought it was cool. It was a fun watch. It was a fun one. But yeah, the ending's kind of it's kind of a weird ending, non. I could see why you hate it. It's not it's like the evil guy wins, right? The bad guy takes the cake. And yeah, no problem. No problem. If you could all click the like button, I would appreciate that a lot. Helps my video out and gets it up there in the algorithm. You can like the video, subscribe, of course, for more content. We're going to be watching Poltergeist tomorrow night, I'm pretty sure. So get that notification bell engaged. And hopefully around the same time tomorrow, we could watch Poltergeist. I think that came out in 1980. What? Wait, what's that? I you took a dump today that would give Freddy nightmares. Okay. It must have been a pretty good one, Edward. It must have been a pretty good one to make Freddy scared. Ah! Okay. Yeah, that happens from time to time, eh? You have the Taco Bell special for that one? Yeah, Black Ops 6 came out, eh? Anybody still play Call of Duty in the chat? Been a while for me. I used to love Call of Duty Zombies. So much fun. But there's too many Black Ops, too many like Black Ops, whatever, like Warzone, etc., etc. There's so many Call of Duties. Like, how can someone keep track, man? Edward, peace out. Hopefully, catch you down the road. Poltergeist tomorrow if you want to tune in. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, Poltergeist. And yeah, Ty, I like the God of War games too. That's the awesome Greek mythology. God of War 2 is my favorite. PS2, God of War 2. Creme de la creme. Oh, Ty, that's a good question. How about a Commando or Cobra remake? Yeah, I'd be fine with either. I think Cobra still holds up today. So does Commando, but it, I honestly prefer Cobra to Commando in terms of the storyline and how the movie is overall, I guess. But I think a remake of either one would be fine. Um, yeah, I'm not sure who would play the characters, but they could do a remake of either, and it would be a good time. But I really enjoy Cobra. Cobra is a great movie. It's one of my favorite Stallone movies. Adrian Cobretti? Is that your real name? Such good montages in that movie too. Angel in the City. Bridget Nielsen. All right, so it's almost 1 a.m. I'm pretty tired. But yeah, I'm thinking Poltergeist tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and see what my schedule is like, and if everything suffices, then I'll schedule the live stream for tomorrow night for Poltergeist. I'll try to schedule it in the morning, so you'll be notified of the watch along for tomorrow night. I think it's like most likely it's gonna happen. So just gotta make sure, timing wise, that everything works out. You know. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. I want to thank everybody. Non-person, Edward, Hannah, Ty Rex. Cope was in here for a little bit. Thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for chatting in the chat and watching Freddy Krueger in action along with me. And Raphael as well. Thanks for joining the chat, brother. It was a fun one. And hopefully we can do this again. Hopefully we could do this again, you know? When am I streaming Alan Wake 2 again? Oh, good question. Maybe Sunday or Monday, Ty. I want to play that again for sure. That's part of the deal, huh? Part of the Halloween deal. I want to get back into it. So maybe Sunday or Monday, Ty. That was a fun game. We got to continue. It's like a murder, kind of like a murder mystery. Feels like a game of Clue, kind of like L.A. Noire with horror elements and things like that. Stephen King vibe, of course, too, with the horror novelist vibe. And yeah, that game's great. I forgot where I left off, but we got decent amount in. Few hours into it, right? Defeated one boss, I believe, or something like that. Yep. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight. There's some good chicken wings and good movie, some good chats. And tomorrow night I should be back to my usual streaming setup, so we'll be back in 720p, or we'll be back in 1080p. We streamed in 720 these past couple days, but should be back in 1080p tomorrow, full HD. And Poltergeist is slated for tomorrow night, the watch along, so be ready for that. I'll schedule it. And Alan Wake 2 I'll do soon as well. Schedule that one as well. All right, Ty. Have a good night, man. Everybody else, have a good night as well. Thank you for checking out this watch along. And if you could click that like button, it means a lot to me. It gets my channel up there in the algorithm and helps reach out to other people as well. So yeah. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Have a happy Halloween. And tomorrow night, Poltergeist. Hope to see you there. 6 days till Halloween. Almost there, baby. All right. Peace out, friendos. See ya next time. Be careful in your dreams. Freddy might join ya. Bye.